Dun, 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 bum, 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 da, 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 da. Welcome back to another episode of RDY Set Podcast. My name's Angus.
My name is Shanni. I'm Kim.
And I'm Ehren.
And today we are going to talk about baggage, stuff that's heavy and you carry to the airport. No, different kind of baggage. Relationship.
This guy's dumb. Anyways.
Baggage. So would you get with someone who has a lot of baggage? And like, of course, everyone has baggage, but then how severe would it be to the point you're like, it's not really worth it?
I think baggage to me is like...
Yeah, what is baggage? Tell people what baggage is. The airport stuff.
What's the size limit? You know, like heaviness.
Do you think like my heavy ass would be baggage then?
Oh my god,
dude! You gotta
just like fishing for compliments.
Probably have to pay
Ehren,
another 100 USD for
It's overweight.
It's overweight.
I'll pay the fee.
You have to pay the oversized fee.
Okay, so baggage is something like you're bringing something from another relationship, right? So, like for example,
is that what baggage is?
I guess it could be interpreted as like multiple ways.
There's multiple different kinds of
bringing
baggage.
From like previous relationship, but also baggage in your personal life, like maybe your upbringing or your traumas, bringing it into the relationship.
Yeah.
To share with the other person.
It can also be something that you have currently with you. So like baggage for some people can be like, to be honest, you have a kid or you've been divorced or you've, but then baggage like can be trauma. Trauma can come from past relationships. So.
Okay, so then how severe would it be to the point where you're like, okay, would you get with someone who has a kid?
For me personally, no.
Definitely not. Not for me.
At this point in my age, no.
No.
Why? It's just too much
I don't think
responsibility? You're a mature man.
I think it makes things a lot more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Okay.
I think for me, like number one, I want my first child to be my own.
Yes.
At least I,
Makes sense.
gave birth to that child. I don't want to be first child. I'm taking care of someone else's kid, like
True.
my current partner, as well as like they had it with someone else, right?
Yeah.
And then I think that's kind of mostly it. Yeah,
I think that's a lot of people too.
prefer that.
Like, a lot of people have that same mindset.
Well, I think it's like you have to think of it. You're adding an extra layer to your routine, right? Say you have your own child. Say you already made your own child, okay? But you also have that person's child too that you have to take care of. But then they're doing co-parenting, but you have to pick up your child from this elementary school, and then after you got to pick up that child over to the elementary school, or say that one's in high school, and it adds more layers. It's not a hard thing to do, and it's not like you can't do it, but like I don't know, you have to get used to one family's routine, but also your family's routine, right? Because you're merging basically.
Yeah, and on that
right?
note, you have to learn how to interact with the other person as well. So like, if I'm seeing somebody with a child, like they are co-parenting, they're interacting with their ex still.
Exactly.
And I have to learn how to deal with that. I don't think that's something that I want to do. I'd rather not.
It becomes messy.
Yeah.
At
My
that
time
point.
and energy, I have so many other things to like deal with that's just an extra thing that I prefer not to.
Yeah. If
So I
you can
definitely would
eliminate
avoid.
that noise, then yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier.
It's
You're out in the
easier
bit.
for sure. But I will say, as you get older and you're single, it definitely can be harder to maybe find someone who doesn't have some sort of baggage, and definitely like, divorced, singles or those with kids will come up. Not at that age yet, but it does become harder.
It becomes more common.
It does. And that's when you
Yes.
kind of have to maybe a little bit open up to those possibilities. But I don't think anyone really would like to be
It's not
a
an ideal
stepmom
situation,
or
right?
stepdad. Like, that's just not ideal.
Yeah, I think the divorce thing is okay as long as there's no kid. But like, other than like, even if you didn't have a kid, like say I was divorced and then like I had a crazy ex that I had a restraining order on. Say I had like 3 crazy exes. You're like, do I want to date this Ehren guy? He has 3 exes. They're constantly following him and blah blah.
Okay, what if this person was the one, but they had some crazy ex that like stalked her before?
There's always the next one. JC says on to the next one.
So you find the next, but then this works. Everything works. It's magical. All right.
It's
You're
always
like,
magical
wow.
at first.
No, magical after the honeymoon stage. And you're like, oh my God, this works. Everything works.
and you just found out that she had crazy exes.
Yeah, it's crazy exes. Like he was a gangster.
I don't know.
From the
I would
mafia.
weed that shit out. Like,
Really?
But Crazy Ex is still in this person's life?
No, they're out. But like her past, like it's a little bit
oh, it's just traumatizing and
traumatizing, and he might come back. Like you never know.
just got out of jail. And he's
Yeah, it's out of jail or something, like Guantanamo Bay or something.
I'm moving to another city, I guess. I don't know.
But would you be okay, like still continue this relationship? You're like, okay, you know what? I really love you. I'm willing to go through this with you.
I think if there are levers that I can pull to make it a safe environment for me and my partner, sure. But if they're endangering the safety of myself and my partner and it's making it really bad on our relationship, then yeah, I would probably pull the plug.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Really?
But what if you love her? If
You
you got
love her,
into the
like-
stage where you're so in love.
Yeah. You're past the honeymoon stage and you're like, you're working together. Everything works. It's like humor's on point. Sex is great. Like
Okay.
everything. I know sex is important to you. That's why I said it to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got called out.
Okay.
It's okay. Sex is important for everyone.
Sex is important.
Are
I
you
think sex is
projecting?
really
Are you
important.
projecting?
Yo, I think sex is important. Sidetrack. Sex is really important in a relationship. All right. It's a way of intimacy and connection. But anyways, back to you. What if all this stuff lines up? Don't you think you're like, damn, I don't want to lose this because you might not be able to find someone that has this.
I don't know. Like I said, if it was endangering myself and my partner, I'd either like remove myself from that city or whatever the case. But if I literally can't solve those inconveniences, then I'm pulling the plug on it. Yeah.
Wow.
Is that dangerous? Too dangerous?
Like I think
But you're a thug though.
no, I'm the thug.
You're a thug.
You're a hero.
You're so petty. You'll become a thug.
Okay. No, I think for me it's like once I realized I could get peace and there's no drama in my life, anyone who disturbed it, I had to remove from my life. So if it's making my life extremely uncomfortable, then I have to pull the plug. Because at the end of the day, like it's like that. What is that thing on the airplane where they're like, save yourself first before you can save someone else, right? But
Oh, like the gas mask thing?
Oh, yeah.
not the gas mask, but the oxygen mask.
Gas
Gas mask is a little bit different.
Oxygen mask.
Yeah, exactly. This way,
Well,
man.
that's a good metaphor.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's my take. What do you guys think? Well, how would you guys handle it?
What, like ideal
situation.
person, but the only thing is they have crazy ex or some sort of baggage?
Yeah, I think maybe like if their ex was like some gangster or something and some
They're endangering your
pretty
life, basically.
like crazy severe and they still stalk that person to this day, I'd be like, okay, this, before I get in too deep, I'm like, okay, I think this might not work out because I'm at that point. I don't want to fear of my life
Well,
waking
yeah,
up.
if it's early on, I think I'd bounce though. If I knew it in the first 2 months of it, I'd probably bounce.
But you were talking about like further in, like 6 or 8 months.
Yeah, if I was like 6 to 8 months or a year and then I find out, I'm like, oh, that's why our windows keep breaking. I'm like, oh, I thought that was just a kid playing
That is hilarious.
baseball outside.
No wonder I've been getting all these like freaking spam calls, and it was like he was actually threatening me. Like, makes sense now.
One of my voicemails
No
always full.
wonder.
I'm like,
Oh,
what?
it totally makes sense.
If that was the case, man, I would, same thing as you. I'd probably move. I'd move out
You would move, but why are you letting this person affect your life?
because this
When-
is crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna let some crazy
So-
person come after
So
me.
you've called the cops and everything. And
Okay, yeah, so
still
I call the
nothing.
cops.
That's a very
I
extreme
do all the
situation.
crazy stuff. Yo, so I have a friend.
I guess is an extreme guy.
Story. I had a friend who her ex was so crazy. There was long distance. He would drive all the way from the States and basically stalk her outside of the house. And he would take pictures and send it to her and constantly
Ew.
call her nonstop. And he would buy a gun and be like, I'm going to shoot everyone up. It was crazy. So then he basically had a restraining order, but he kept doing it. So he actually went to jail.
As he should.
Yeah. And then he got released. So then she
that's
had to
scary.
move somewhere else. It was crazy. The story she tells me, I'm like, oh my God, how can you even live? She's like,
No, that's like a movie. That's
yeah, it's
Fuck.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, wow.
Yikes.
That's someone I wouldn't want to get in a relationship with. But
yeah. I was gonna say, what if that person is still really hung up on their past relationships, or I don't know, feelings are still there. I guess that's not really trauma though. Eh?
Okay,
That's
let's
really,
put this one on
A
the
little bit
table.
of baggage though.
it is baggage.
Would you date someone that still has their ex in their life and they still talk on a daily basis?
daily
Daily.
basis?
Daily.
Come
Okay, so
on.
here's the
It's
thing.
like-
Daily basis a bit different.
No,
Okay, then what would be the compromise, or what would be?
Don't
it's
talk.
okay.
you're just cordial. You're just like
Yeah.
You're just here and
acquaintances. You're
there.
literally acquaintances.
What if they're part of the same
Friend circle.
volleyball team or whatever
I mean,
league?
Change
as long as-
teams.
Yeah.
Change teams. Play soccer.
Change sports.
What if it's an all
Dog-
sports league?
All sports league.
Yeah.
All right, start watching TV.
Get our
Quit
sweatpants
sports.
on. Take up a new hobby.
New hobby.
Let's
all right,
go.
let's go pottery making. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to interact and be in the same vicinity. It just depends on how they act, though. Like, are they, right? It's like, are they being a little clinging on to old memories and being flirtatious? Like, that's inappropriate. If they're not exhibiting inappropriate behavior and they're just cordial to individual people who didn't end on a bad note, that's fine.
What if that person has, the ex already has their own new partner,
Mm-hmm.
but they want to hang out, because they have a mutual hobby, they hang out one-on-one.
Ooh, but the
One-on-one,
one-on-one,
no.
I would say no.
Why would they hang out one-on-one?
Yeah,
Like,
don't
what is
do
the reason?
one-on-one.
I'm just making up these examples, please. I feel like
I feel
Shut down
that,
immediately.
yeah,
One-on-one?
internal anger already.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, I think a group setting is fine.
Yeah, I agree.
But if it's like a one-on-one, I'm like, what? You guys gonna go
It's
hike
weird.
together
It's
Yeah,
weird.
the
That's
one-on-one,
so
absolutely
weird.
not.
for like half a day by yourself
Yeah.
with this person?
I'll fly a helicopter just to pick her up. Like, listen,
Well, the thing is for me, and it's just because this is how I am, is like all of my exes, I don't ever talk to them anymore. Like once they're out, they're out. So that's why for me, I can't really like understand why people can still be friends with exes. Like I don't end up bad notes though, but I just would rather never see them again. Like it's like a difference between like, okay, you're ending on good terms, perfect. But it's like a difference between that and then like going out of your, not going out of your way, but like kind of keeping it, you're holding on to it, but it's like, but why? Like, it's fine to still be friends on Instagram. It's fine, maybe have mutual friends, but it's like, why? Just end it. Let it go. Don't need to keep it going, is my opinion.
What's your thoughts, Ehren?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think friendships and the exes are way different, but like,
But even friendships, like past friendships, if
think
there's
about
no relationship
like energy,
anymore,
right? You have 1,000 points of energy. You have a certain amount of time in the day and a certain amount of friends and time you can spend with friends. But like, if you can only have 1,000, would you spend like 5 or 6 of that or 10 of them on exes that you don't talk to?
I feel like it's not even like energy. It's like
Scale
maybe
better.
okay.
Like, what if it's 10 out of? Say you only have 20 points. Will you spend half your points on your exes?
So okay, maybe like a simple greeting doesn't even take effort for Angus. It's literally just like typing a few things, no energy.
Because if I see a story and it's a birthday, I'm like, oh
respond?
shoot, happy birthday.
Do they respond?
But point is like, what do they
Sometimes
even
they
respond
say
with?
thanks.
Just thanks.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm
Does
like,
she say
okay.
happy birthday back on your birthdays?
Oh,
I know this is getting really
very,
personal.
very
I'm just
rare.
curious.
No, very
Yeah.
rare. Because I don't really post my birthday stuff,
Oh,
right?
true, true.
Like I don't
So
even
it's
post
not-
like any pictures.
That's
But
true.
your exes should remember, you know?
No, but they
They actually
but-
caring about you.
Are you saying you only do it when you, for example, see a story? Let's say this year they don't post a story. Would you send them a text message?
No. It's
Okay, so
only
it's
if
just
the-
an online
only if
presence.
it's like there, and I'm like, oh shoot, it's your birthday, and I'm like, oh happy birthday, or like, oh shoot, like have a great time.
But I guess you would do that for anyone, right?
Yeah, I do that for anyone.
Like any,
So
like
we're
if
not
it was our birthday,
special.
for example, like if I posted something, you'd be like, "Happy birthday, Shanni."
Yeah, and then
like
if
you
you-
kind of just treat them as just another
But
person.
in
Yeah.
reality, you should remember Shanni's birthday and be like, on this day, she didn't post a story. I should say happy birthday.
True
True.
friends would.
Right?
True friends
That's what
would.
best friends do. Just saying.
When's your birthday? I'll ask you.
You write that shit
say,
down
don't
right
say
now.
it on. I'll say it on the
No,
camera.
everyone's gonna say happy birthday.
But I guess if you put it that way, it's slightly better. But I still stand by like there's just really no point if they're your
Mm.
ex and you're not really actively.
It's like your circle, right? There's like your arm's length, next layer, next layer.
That's
Like
the
how many
thing.
layers are far from them right now, right? You don't talk to them for like the past 5 or 6 years. They're probably out in outer space right now.
I used to think like that, and then later I realized I'm like, oh, they're just good people. I don't feel like there's need to cut good people out.
But you're not cutting them just by you not like swiping up and saying happy birthday. It's not like you're cutting them out though.
Yeah,
It's a two-way
Do
street
you feel like it's
too.
really meaningful for them to like get a happy birthday from their ex Angus? Like, I also doubt like or not.
The way you say it, I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
damn, I
yeah.
feel kind of bad.
I'm really not trying to like bash this whole situation, but I'm just trying to emphasize that I feel like they would be okay if you don't, and you probably also don't need to.
I'm honestly
There's
the
just no
same
point.
mentality. Like, I don't think I want to see my ex saying happy birthday to me. I'd look at it and be like, but why?
It's kind of a burden almost.
Yeah, it's almost like
Really?
it's almost like I'm seeing this. I'm moved on.
Yeah,
don't
I feel
know,
like
it's just
they would even
something.
wonder, like, why
Yeah.
is he always wishing me happy? Like, what is the point? Like,
It's not all the time. It's only if it's on see on the story.
but they probably always post it like every year, right? And if they do, you would.
But that's if I so happen to see it.
So if
then
I was your ex, I post every year. Would you say happy birthday to me every
Probably
year?
if he sees it.
I probably would. And then later, maybe if I just see it, I'm busy, I won't reply back. But
Yeah, interesting. I feel like this is a good, question for the audience, right?
oh,
Like, do you maintain a relationship with your ex, and to what degree?
Right.
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Great way to end it.
This is about baggage.
This is about baggage.
But I guess an ex is maybe baggage if someone brings it to their current.
Oh, that is
relationship.
baggage.
That is baggage.
How many Pokemon do you have, Angus? Do you have
I like to collect them all,
clearly
the rare one.
of the happy birthday?
Even the ex.
except for the bad ones. But we'll call it there. I think that's a really great topic about baggage.
I mean, I think bigger other baggages can mostly be like trauma from past relationships. So like if you've been cheated on, if you've been, you've been emotionally available for someone and it's been turned down. So maybe you tend to become more unavailable or put a guard up or don't trust as easily. And I think as you get older, when you're younger, it's easier to get into a relationship. You're all like positive and everything.
Clean slate.
Clean slate. And let me tell you, when you get older, it gets harder and you can't help it sometimes.
Because it's all the experience you go through. But those
It
experience does help you a
is.
lot in the future. You
But it
know exactly
does.
what
It's
works,
only
what
if
doesn't.
you're open to learning about it and growing
Yes.
from it. If you're just like taking all these situations on and
Dive
not
right
learning from
in.
it, then there's no point.
If you're not
right?
learning from it, or if you keep making the same mistakes, or if you keep
If
seeing
you're not
yeah.
learning, you're growing. You're not learning, you're basically dead.
That escalated.
That escalated quickly.
All right.
If you're not learning, you're dead.
So moral of the story is
So if you like this podcast, give us a thumbs up.
Basically, always try to learn from any hard situations. Yeah. We're just joking.
Yeah. I'm always joking. Ehren, maybe not. If you like this podcast, give us a like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Put in the comments. Would you date someone who has baggage, and would you talk to someone, or would you get into a relationship with someone who still talks to their exes? I think that's the biggest one, right? Okay, two thumbs down over here. Aaron said yes.
I'm on your side.
Yeah, he's on my side. He
Always.
said yes. Hey, if they're good people, I don't see why not. But I don't make an effort though. I want to put it out there. It's,
Casually, if he sees it.
even if I see it, it just happens. Like, oh sure, okay, happy birthday. That's it. That's it. All right. If you like this podcast, everything, all the socials in the description below. Just click on the link to your link. Everything is there. Hope you like this podcast, and we'll see everyone on the next one. Bye.